Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Champions Perspective. I'm your host, Smitty. With me, as always, is Timmy K. Timmy, how you doing out there, buddy?
Oh, living the dream, pal. Every day's better than the last.
First week of fantasy football is over. How you feeling?
Meh. It's the first week, so it's like the fifth week of the preseason. It's always tough to gauge right out of the gates, in my opinion, but what the hell do I know? I went 1 for 5 out of my picks. My team lost, so I wouldn't really listen to me at this point. But, yeah, we'll see. There was a lot of points, but not really where I needed them. But We'll see. Keep playing.
Yeah, I agree.
Play to win the game.
Well, let's jump right to it, Timmy. I'm gonna start off with one of last week's games, myself versus Holbrook. I'm gonna call down goes the champ. Got him by about 10 points. So Mahomes does what Mahomes does. He put up almost 40 points. But everybody else on Holbrook's team really seemed lackluster. On the other hand, I had Matty Ice come back from the grave. Put up 20-some points. I had Eckler put up some stud RB1 numbers, and I had a kicker who put up 17. So
winner, winner, chicken dinner there, I mispicked that game. I picked Holbrook. But yeah, I agree. Like whenever you get numbers like that out of Eckler, you're gonna do all right. Like I know it shocked you, and that's how Matty Ice plays the game. Like you watch it through the first half, and you're like, 1 point? What am I gonna do with 1 point?
Yeah.
But then they're so far behind, they got to throw, and he eventually gets, he claws his way back to a decent, and that's how he's gonna end as a top 10 quarterback. So.
Yep. So if I would tell Nick anything, it's hey Nick, just get used to losing. Moving on, we got Ron versus Cole. Cole also beat a past champ in Ron. Wentz put up 38. Marlon Mack put up 30 plus. Cole left just under 40 points on the bench, not including Russ Wilson. It's not a bad stat there. I just hope Cole, has trouble making decisions for the rest of the year.
He waits for the playoffs for those decision-making problems, but that's fine. No, it's Cole's squad solid as always. I again picked Meister to win that one, but
Ron's team shit the bed with Baker putting up less than 7 points.
Yeah, Baker shit the bed. Zeke kind of he didn't perform to the level you thought a Zeke would do. But yeah, so we'll see.
Ty did put up 20 plus points with Jacoby Brissett tossing to him, so
that's crazy. That's a good win for Ron right there.
Just to let you know, Tim, Ron and Peter are in the same club this week. It's called the Under 100 Club, and Ron's the president.
I just snuck out of that one. Woo!
Moving on, we got Pete versus brother Bill. Bill wins pretty much one hand tied behind his back, Timmy.
Yeah, I picked that one wrong too. I believe I picked Pete.
Well, so far the Timmy K curse of 2019 is working out.
Yeah, you guys can Venmo me money, and I will pick your opponent to win. You're basically guaranteed to win. So I also accept PayPal or cold hard cash. So just send it my way, and I'll pick your opponent.
Timmy, I'll tell you what really showed up. I want to say Bill's drafting skills really looked pretty good. Last place 2 years ago, Dak threw up 45, and he had 2 rookies with Hawkinson and Josh Jacobs putting up over 20 points.
Yeah, that Hawkinson pick, that looks like it may pay off for the long haul. Like, it was a good gamble, and, if that kid keeps putting up numbers like that, Bill doesn't have to worry about tight end. But the rest of us are going to be worrying about our tight end spot and how we're going to make up the difference.
Yeah. I tell you what, Pete was feeling pretty good on Friday morning after that Thursday night game with an 18.9 lead.
Yep.
It didn't last very long, and he put up under 80 points. So
that's always tough, man.
Back to the drafting board. Although Pete did make a trade over the weekend.
He did. He took advantage of a drunk Al Scully and an emotional trade, and that's. We'll see how that one plays out. There's a lot of balls to go around in New England now, so. Yep. Well, who knows how that's going to plan out?
Let's move on to another one, Scholes versus Puff. Another past champ goes down, and Scholes really shows his dominance in the division. Puff's 1-2 combo of Goff and Gurley did not pay off. Dalvin Cook shined. Delaney Walker came back from the dead. He's had years filled with injuries, but he's like 36 years old, putting up Gronkowski numbers.
Delaney has always been solid. Last year he got hurt, and I think
No, you
people
have
kind
a
of
past love affair with Delaney Walker.
I did have a past love affair with Delaney Walker. I kind of hate his bitch ass now for his comments about who they are, who they thought we were.
Mm.
That's more of a fandom than fantasy football stuff. But F that dude. And we'll see. Scholes rolled the dice on a couple of plays, and they worked out. Tennessee defense. Who would have thought that would have happened with all the hype around the Browns? And also DJ Chark, and the quarterback there broke his collarbone in like the first quarter. So and he still put up good numbers. So that's good on Scholes.
He's got the 1-2 combo of Watson and Hopkins.
Yeah,
that's not going to mess around.
It won't.
And I'd like from now on we don't call him Chark, we call him DJ Sharp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, DJ Shark. Sorry.
No, Shark like you shit your pants when you tried to fart.
Oh, I thought you meant shark, like Baby Shark. That's what I was trying to do there. I'm a new dad, so I got all these stupid songs in my head.
Second to last year, we've got Davis versus Scully. Scully went to town after breaking news of him trading Brown. Almost 200 points. 35 from Brady, 35 from McCaffrey, 34 from Derrick Henry, and 40 plus from Djax. I'm not sure he's going to miss Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I don't know if he will. And hopefully those numbers stick around. I can't think that Derrick Henry's going to score 40 a game.
Yeah.
He had a 75-yard screen pass.
I can't think Djax keeps getting them points, but you know what? I doubt it's
Djax is the man. He never grows old. It's one of those things where it's like you're like he's probably lost a step. Nope, he looks as fast as ever and explosive as ever, and good for Scully for taking him and starting him. So.
Yeah.
Especially in an offense that spreads the ball around like Philly, you're just like, what did we see? 4 targets, 60 yards, maybe? Nope, sorry. Saw a lot of targets, caught a lot of balls, scored a lot of points. Good for you, Skull.
Anybody who had Ertz, I don't think they were happy with his output.
No, I was not.
Yeah. Oh, it was you.
Because I took Ertz. I usually wait on tight end. That's one of the positions I usually wait on. But he fell to like the 6th round. I'm like, I got to take Ertz, right?
Davis put up over 125 points, dude. 25 from Breeze, 20 from Keenan Allen, and 16 from Gostkowski. But he left Sammy Watkins on the bench with almost 50 points there.
Yeah,
it's understandable. I've hated Sammy Watkins for like 5 years now, but he seems to be rejuvenated there in there.
Well, Tyreek got hurt as well, so that's going to give him a good spot to run until Tyreek gets back. He's going to get all those number 1 looks, and he's got the speed and the skill. As long as he stays healthy, Davis found a fucking gem that probably is for sure start.
Sell. Did you say what? I thought you said sell. Last game here, Tim. We've got Mac versus yourself. I'm going to call it the Mac Chase pullout of the night. It took him until Monday night to get it. Nothing glamorous here. Ingram and Larry Fitz showed out with almost 20 points each.
Fucking Ingram. That one bothered me.
He was getting a lot of passes.
Sterling Shepard got hurt and went out, and what can you do? I got bitter beer face. I got beat 10 points.
I tell you what,
I'm the only guy in the league who blow a 50-point quarterback night and still get a W or get a loss. That's just how I plan to roll this year, boys. So
speaking of,
you're ready for that.
You must have got some good advice to start Lamar. I don't think there's a lot of people out there starting him, but you got that 50 points out there. Not enough, but I agree. As I looked at the rest of your team, nobody scored over 10 points, dude. So
nope. Thanks, James Conner. You fucking turd nugget.
I'm sure.
All of them. Bobby Woods. All of them. Garbage.
Positive look for it now. They can only score higher. Okay?
Correct. But what are the odds I get 50 out of my quarterback again? He's not going to play Miami every week.
No, that's true. That's true. Well, tell me, that's all of last week's. Let's do a quick hitter on what's upcoming for this week.
I got to go 5-1 just to get back to even here. All right, so I got me versus Puffer this week. I'm taking me. That's a no-brainer. Puffer's team's trash.
Yep, I see Puffer taking another dump.
This will be the week that Todd Gurley scores 3 touchdowns and they don't give him to the backup, and then I'll be fucked. That's how it'll go. So, Rough versus Chase. I took Mac over Ben there.
Okay. And tell me, let me bring it up real quick. This week, all the undefeateds will play the undefeateds.
Yeah, so it should be an interesting week for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And so half of the winners are going to have losses and half of the losers are going to have wins. So that's for sure. And then, sorry, I messed up my screen here. One more second. Back to the Future versus X in Effect. I took you, Smith, to win this one. I know Bill's team put up a lot of great points, but I think yours is more sustainable.
I agree.
Next up, we have, like I said, you can just PayPal me some money and I'll pick your opponent, guys. All you got to do.
Bill must have a tab with you.
Next up, we have Davis versus Ron. Who did I pick here? I forget who I said. I haven't really been doing a lot of research on these things.
Battle of the salespersons.
That's right. I think I went with Davis on this one because
I would not mind seeing Ron go 0-2 because he'll be able to fit in Davis's shirt.
give me 1 second to look at these squads. Allen. Sorry, I had it, but I didn't write it down. Sammy, David. You know what? I'm flipping it. I'm going back to Ron. Davis is not happy with me. I'm going to take Ron's team with T.Y. and Brandon Cooks having good days. Because Puffer's playing me, which means Goff is going to have a good day. So, yeah, that means it won't go to Bobby Woods because that's who I have. So it's got to go to Brandon Cooks or Cooper Kupp. That's how that's going to go. And then next up we have Wrecking Crew and Beats Down by DeAndre. I picked Nick to win that one. And not dealing it. And Shags a lot of puss. I got to go with Al. I got to go with the high point getter last week. His team looked amazing. So let's see if he can carry it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he's deserving. It's not too often you bet against Cole, but you just did.
That's true. Cole always has a solid lineup, but we'll see what they can see what Scully's lineup can do this week.
All right, Timmy. Well, buddy, that's gonna end our second episode here at Champions Perspective. Appreciate your time and knowledge and advice and thinking on all past and present games.
Yeah, no worries, bud. Still having fun. It's just starting, so hopefully preseason game 5 is out of everybody's system and things can kind of balance out and get back to normal here.
Yeah, we're all hungry. We're all hungry for a win, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too. I'll see you.
See ya.
No, only the loser drinks by himself.
Oh, that's right.